Hey, how you guys doing? This is your buddy Trigger, and I am bringing you a video about Aspergers and Confidence. Now, I don't know if a lot of you people know, but I do have Aspergers, and I've made a few other videos about it in the past. I don't feel like they were that great of videos, honestly, but here I was gonna do a face video here, but I've got a lot of things to move. I got a lot of things to do. I really don't have the time for it, and I've got some saved gameplay that I've done with some Crow clan buddies of mine, the clan I'm in right now, and so I'm gonna put this up here. It's pretty good. I even have a subscriber in this video that was in here, and I think he's in one of the kill cams too. One of the people that subbed to me, so yeah, he's in there too, but the video isn't so much about the gameplay, so much as about confidence and in Aspergers, people with Aspergers, and I think that it applies, as far as what I'm going to talk about. I think neurotypicals, the NTs out there, they might agree with this, and they might feel somewhat, involved in what I'm going to talk about. But as far as confidence goes, people are probably wondering, what is confidence? What gives you confidence? What's the point of confidence? Who needs confidence? What's the point? Well, that's something that we've gone through for a very, very long time, and whether you want to call it an evolutionary process, or you want to just call it, just a part of the system, whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. And that's what we as humans look forward to. I think confidence helps us aspire to something greater. And you're probably wondering, how do I get confidence? What's the purpose of confidence? For me personally, for a long time, I never really thought I needed the type of confidence that other people have, because I just feel like things are going to work out if I put effort into it. But that in itself is confidence, so as far as confidence goes, there's times where, someone may ask you at a job or something, where they're talking to you, and, here's a good example. I'm pretty good at troubleshooting things. I've worked on my vehicles. I've worked on vehicles in the past, and, I was trying to figure out what was going on with my engine, because I had my engine light on. And so, I was, I usually will take it to someone and ask them, to check it out, to use their reader to try to see what's going on. So, I did that, and, I talked to the person about it and this and that. He says, well, if you can do the tune-up yourself, you might as well do it. And, if you have any other problems, it could be the coils that are, misfiring or something like that. So I ended up doing the spark plugs, changing them out, fixed the problem, cleared the light out, fast. And I've had other people talk to me about that type of thing, and if I tell them, well, yeah, I did this and it worked out, but there could be some other problem with it, this and that. It almost sounds to them, and they don't feel that confident in me when I talk about like fixing things like that. They don't have the confidence in me when I add on to it. Like, well, there could be something else wrong with it, this and that. If I just told them that, yeah, I fixed the problem, I got it all done, it was all perfectly fine, this and that, they're gonna have more confidence in me. But if I give them the inclination as to a doubt that there could be something else wrong with it, I'm just saying from my perspective, and I think because Asperger's people tend to sort of wear their brain on their sleeve, at least I do, but people don't take that as confidence. But for me, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that I don't have confidence in myself. I have confidence in myself to do things and to work on things, get things fixed, and make sure that that things are done correctly as far as like what I can fix. But the thing is, there will be future problems. Every vehicle is going to have future problems. Things break down. That's just the way of life, but trying to explain that to people, instead of just saying, I fixed it, I did it, it's all working, I'm saying, well, there could be something else wrong with it. I'm showing some doubt. And so what the neurotypical people tend to take as confidence is no doubt at all, even though in life, there are things that don't perfectly work out all the time. So that's just an example, as far as what I can see in my life, and, and as far as like what people want to see, confidence wise. And what is confidence exactly? What gives you confidence? What makes you a more confident person than someone else? What can help you get confidence? Well, confidence starts off with just a thought, an idea. It's literally as basic as it is. You say, I'm going to be a more positive person. And then boom, you start to think positively, and you might start acting positively. But the more you say it to yourself, the more you have the inclination to doing it. And that's a big key thing. It really just starts off with just talking about it. When people say, when you hear all these inspirational speakers, they talk about confidence and success and this and that, it's because they have such a higher aspiration towards things, because they feel confident because they just talk about it. And then talking about it then gives them the inclination to want to do it. And so, that's part of the drive. You have to push yourself to do something. You have to really push yourself into a situation that you can do it. But to start at it, it's like baby steps from What About Bob? You got to start off with baby steps. You just do the one little thing here and there. And you have to start off by telling yourself you can do something. And by telling yourself you can do something, you'll start to feel good about it. You'll start to, crawl. You have to crawl before you can walk, and that makes sense. And so, people out there, maybe with Asperger's, that think that, other people don't understand me, this and that. And I think sometimes it comes down to confidence. They don't see a confidence in you because they think you don't have the confidence, because you're giving the seeds of doubt to them about a situation. Even though you may have the confidence in it, you may just be telling them more than they want to hear. And when they hear more than they want to hear, and it doesn't sound like the absolute epitome of confidence, they think you don't have confidence. And so, I think that's what it comes down to in life. I think that's something that I could feasibly, believe in, as far as, the differences are. But I think as far as having confidence goes, if you put a good idea out there and talk about it, people are going to respond in kind. You put a bad idea out there. See, here's the thing. If I were to say, I, played this game really well, worked out really well, and, I like this video a lot, you're probably going to start to think, yeah, it wasn't that bad. But if I come out there and I say, well, this was really bad of me, I didn't like what I did, this and that, then you'll probably tell me, well, why did you do that? Because it seems like people are going to go with the forethought than the afterthought more so. So they're going to go with, what you're trying to emphasize, and so if you talk about something, whether you have Asperger's or not, but if you talk about something and you tell them that you did really well, and you did as good of a job as you could, and it turned out like this, they believe you have confidence. But if you put seeds of doubt into it as well, where you say, well, there's other things that can happen too, this and that, you're kind of downplaying your situation. And when you do that, it's not at a higher level that it could be at. And I think that's where people want to go. That's why people usually want to see really good gameplay. They want to see, models, actresses that are like the top notch, whatever. They want to see the best of the best all the time, because they want to feel like they can aspire to that level. And so I think that's really what it comes down to as far as confidence goes. And I think that's something that you really need to try to, push yourself forward in life. You really need to make yourself more confident, but you have to start off by just telling yourself you can do this. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you later.